I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, 'cause I'm coming in.
We're there, folks, deep in the red zone, deep in the red hot zone.
Touchdown! Let's go!
'Cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, 'cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, 'cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, 'cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, 'cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, 'cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, 'cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, 'cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, 'cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, 'cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, 'cause I'm coming in.
We're there, folks, deep in the red zone, deep in the red hot zone.
Touchdown! Let's go!
'Cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, 'cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, 'cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, 'cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, 'cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, 'cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me. I'm gonna knock you out. Get from in front of me, 'cause I'm coming in.
We're there, folks, deep in the red zone, deep in the red hot zone.
Touchdown! Let's go!
'Cause I'm coming in with the battalion behind me.
The following is a live presentation of TPC Sports.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to TPCHL Game Time, Season 2, Week 2, Canadiens versus Canucks battle in Canada here tonight. My name's Meter, and I'm joined in the booth today by Irish Bear. How's it going today?
That's pretty good. Great to be here tonight to watch this wonderful game that's about to happen here between these two powerhouse teams.
Tripping right off the bat, Montreal heading to the box, going to give Vancouver an early advantage.
And I know the last game that we saw here, power play came into a big factor. One team, 16 minutes in the power play penalty box is huge. So we're going to see if this may have an impact on this game as well.
Now, Koba's 1984 controlling the Montreal Canadiens, 0-1 so far this season. This is only week 2, very early. And we have a goal already! Great stick lift down in the left-hand corner and pass right in front of the net, unguarded, over his shoulder, right side of the net. 1-0's your score.
And there's that power play coming into effect already, as we just mentioned that. And no time for them to settle in at all.
None at all. Great little pick there. Found his man. The other one stepped up and let off him. Thought he had him covered. Didn't have him covered. Back of the net.
Great position in front of the net. Got in front of that defender. Didn't give him a chance to help the goalie out. Surprised the goalie let it go by. He had a clear view on him, but that defender was nowhere in sight to help that goalie.
Now Steele, the one controlling the Canucks, he made it all the way to the finals in the Tornado tournament to start out the season. He is an expansion team this season, and then had a bye in week 1. So he has yet to play an official game in an official season until right now. Skating right in and a shot on. Skating around at the top by the blue line, passed down to the right, bumped off the puck by the Canadiens. Canucks passing around, getting pinched on the corner and giving it up. Montreal trying to break into the offensive zone. They do. Hard shot on. Markstrom holds on for a faceoff.
I feel like he missed a big opportunity there. Had a guy coming down the middle of the ice and decided to take that shot. Great pass in on the other end of the ice, though.
Very true. And sometimes those shots on can result in bounces or deflections or things of that nature, but not this time. And I agree. He had a lot of guys helping him. Broken up as the Canucks were skating that one in. Now Montreal taking it up the other end, trying to cut in, and the defense putting a body between them and Vancouver breaking into the offensive zone. Skating around a guy, another one, pass over to the left, off the post, so close. Skating around in the circle now, 2-on-1, passing it out to the point, back up even further on the point, hard shot on it and deflected into the back of the net. I think that one went 5-hole.
That was hands down a 5-hole off the deflection. Great. I want to say it looked like he was kind of shooting, but it looks like he got veered.
Oh, wow. Was that out of the air? Holy cow.
I lose the puck in between the defenders. That was such a crowded shot.
It's in the air. Deflection. Oh, with the tip of the stick between his legs. What a play.
That was a waist high to be able to get that stick up there and just knock it down in for that goal in the 5-hole. Impressive.
Exceptional steal. Again, he went to the finals of the Tornado tournament and was not able to capitalize on that opportunity, but has everybody has had only very positive and strong things to say about him. At that time, he was playing with the Nashville Predators, and since then got signed on for the Canucks instead to start out this season for a 2-year contract minimum.
So I feel like the only way that Montreal is going to be able to get a chance here, they're going to have to step up and be a little more aggressive on this defense, because right now it's just passing is just he's just passing the puck around in Montreal's territory.
And a poke check from behind is an obvious trip. We're going to see another power play. Yeah, you said it early. The power plays can make a big difference.
He's already 1 for 1, so we're going to see if he could possibly get this 2 for 2. And that's just a blatant trip, as you can see right there.
Fleury heading to the box. He's going to sit for 2 minutes or less on the infraction. Face off on the right side circle in Colby's defensive zone, skating up at the top, passing point to point, fake slap shot, skating it in, and broken up by the Canadiens, who will clear it the length of the ice. Kill off a few extra seconds here. Getting bumped off the puck now. Shot on low, it's wide. Trying to pass it around the offensive zone. Skating backwards now as Vancouver breaks into the zone. A little kick off his own skate. Pass up to the point. Point to point. Peterson skating around with it. Spin move, gets past him, gets past the second guy. Shot right at him, and the goalie's able to hold on. Price not letting up another 5-hole there.
You can see that defense is starting to become a little more aggressive, trying to slow him down a little. You can see that those front guys are up near the blue line a little, trying to put pressure on those sharpshooters up there.
Left side of the goal now, tie up. One back by Vancouver. Goes for the fake slap shot, and the Canadiens come away with it. Clear it down length of the ice. Putting some offensive pressure on, but Vancouver easily gets it out along the right boards. Another trip as there was a beautiful deke move up to the point. Skating at the point, pass down low. Waiting for someone to open up in front. Skating right at the goalie, trying to do a backhand pass there. And they'll finally touch the puck.
Just want to point out, Vancouver trying to be very smart. As soon as that delayed penalty was coming, they went empty net to have 6 guys to try to double up on that, try to get that goal, and then possibly another goal during the power play.
Great heads-up play by the goalie to pull himself when he saw the hand up of the ref. Exceptional spot there. Irish man. Pull back. Taken around the corner, sits down the goalie, but isn't able to beat him still. And another tripping call.
Oh, boy.
Montreal trying desperately to poke that puck away. It's a great move, but if you're not disciplined, you're not controlling the tip of the stick, cause a lot of penalties. They killed their last one. Oh, that wasn't even a poke.
They're trying to be aggressive, and now I just feel like they're getting a little over aggressive, and just 2 mental mistakes back to back in a matter of about 2 minutes here.
They've paid for 1 penalty. The second one they were able to kill, but immediately went on to a third. And a 4th. A hard slapper from the top of this for his left shoulder and into the back of the net.
And there it is. Another power play and another goal for them. That makes it 2 out of 3. And that's just, it's going to be hard to recover from this. It's all mental for Montreal right now. And you can see how they're playing on the ice. It's just getting to them.
Absolutely a good hard shot in. Beats Price clean. And anytime you have a 5-on-3, that is such a hard position for all the guys on the ice, especially the guy between the pipes.
Just the way Price reacted, it's almost like he did not expect him to take that shot. He didn't even react to the puck coming at him above that left shoulder.
That'll clear one of the penalties, but it leaves a minute 50 left on that second penalty, so they are still going to be shorthanded. Opportunities to clear the puck here not taken. Instead, it's broken up as he tries to skate it into the zone. Now Gaudette taking up the right side boards. Lost. Trying to do a nice little deke, but a little too fancy, and the Canadiens able to clear it the length of the ice behind the net. Vancouver now skating, bouncing it up off the boards. That's going to be icing.
I feel like that was a big missed opportunity right there. They had numbers. Possibly may have ended up being a 3-on-3, but I feel like they could have gotten possibly a couple shots off goal there.
Fair point. Face off on the left side in the defensive zone of the Canucks as they break up the play. Shot on, weak little shot on. Price puts it down on the ice and passes it out to Denault. Denault bouncing it off the right side boards. Not able to clear it out of the zone. Pass across, shot on. What a great shot on by Montreal. Probably their best shot of the night, but it's blocked by the keeper.
I feel like that was a very smart decision by that goalie, knowing that Vancouver has been winning their face-offs. Instead of covering that puck up and having a face-off in their territory, he decided to pass it out and get almost a nice shot on the other end.
Breaking it up in the offensive zone as their penalty is over. Backhand shot. Another shot on the rebound. Markstrom's holds on. Passes it out. Shot on right in front of the net. Montreal with a trip in the offensive zone. It's bad enough to take a penalty, but when your offense does it while you're almost scoring, while you're the one putting on the pressure, that just may show where their heads are at right now as they touch the puck.
And Vancouver missed an opportunity there. Once again, going empty net as soon as that delayed penalty came up. I feel like they could have possibly scored there, but it looks like he just lost control by the opposing net.
Seems to be the case. A great play by the Canucks to hold on to that puck and skate it around, and it's really got Montreal rattled. Face off on the left side of the goalie. One back and skated out. Dumped to mid-ice. The Canucks come away with it. They're going to skate it right back into the offensive zone. Moving right past everybody, and Price is able to hold on to it, holding that corner.
You see Kolbis, looks like he started to panic a little, took over there of that defender and just missed the oncoming offensive player. Just gave him a wide open shot on that net.
He wasn't in front of him, and he wasn't, and he didn't get the hit. It's a recipe for disaster. Have him skate right in.
Definitely agree. It's just
Another delayed penalty.
Bad positioning, but he got away with one there for sure.
6-on-4 right now on the delayed penalty. Skating around, pass behind the net. Picked up, shot on, and finally touched by Montreal.
6-on-4, and that's you just feel like everywhere you look, there's a white jersey in your defensive end, and it's just these penalties are really killing Montreal right now.
One back by Montreal again in their defense. They're doing that very, very well tonight. Face-offs. Vancouver passing around in the offensive zone. Back up to the point. Peterson shot on blocked. And another trip as he puts his stick down. My goodness. At what point do you pull back on that and stop doing that same move?
And this is where he is stuck between a rock and a hard place because he needs to play aggressive on the defensive end to, try to get them off their goalies, stop taking those shots. But it's just he's being a little too aggressive, trying to poke that puck out of there, and he's just finding the bottom of the skates instead of that puck. And then now it is costing them.
I definitely agree. 5-on-3 now for a full minute. Broken up with the stick. Good job by Montreal as they slap it the length of the ice, and that'll clear it. See, on that last penalty, very, very interesting because it seemed he laid his stick down. There wasn't even a poke check or anything like that. Pass right in front of the net, and he's not able to finish. Good breakup, and they slap it again.
I just want to point out, it looks like Montreal is playing better defense when it's a 5-on-3 right now. They're keeping the puck out of their zone.
Oh, and what a glove save by Price. It almost hit his left shoulder.
So already down to 37 seconds, and the past 30 seconds, it looked like there was only about 10 seconds that puck was in his defensive zone. Great defensive by Montreal.
Skating around now, Steele. Fake slap from the point, shot on block by the defense. 20 seconds left on the power play as the 5-on-3 is over, and this one skated out of the zone, back in, offside.
Very shocking to see that they did not capitalize on that power play.
One back again by Montreal as both sides jump to the draw. Somehow Vancouver walks away with it in the neutral zone. Shot on and bounced off the goalie into the back of the net on a good finish, but I think this is going to be goalie interference.
Yeah, both guys in front of the goalie, and it kind of looks like they bumped him before.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be interesting what they're calling here. If they're calling a kick, they will review it. If they're calling goalie interference, there will be no review, and this will just go back to the faceoff circle.
And then here we're going to get the bird's eye view. Looks like it was a kick off his left.
Interesting. It looks like it could have been a kick, but it looks like the stick put it in. I'm wondering if they're counting the bounce. Let's find out. They're calling a kick. No good. They are calling that a kick. Forward momentum with the leg into the back of the net.
Very unfortunate for Vancouver there. No defenders in the center of the ice. Two offensive players right there, and just very unfortunate for them.
Vancouver issuing a fight. They're up by 3 with 6 seconds left here in the first, and they want a piece of Montreal after getting that waved off on that goal. After 1, 3-0 is your score. The Canucks lead the Canadiens. This has to be considered the period of penalties.
it's going to be interesting to see exactly how long they've been for penalties. I lost track. It's just been two consecutive penalties that kind of hurt them. And the fact that it's only 3-0 right now, I'd say Montreal is coming away lucky out of first period.
I don't disagree with you there. 7 total power plays for 8.5 minutes. Absolutely savage, especially when they scored on 2 of them. 14 total penalty minutes for Montreal. I hit a piece similar in shots. I think that's mind-blowing, but time on attack is really where you make and break it here. 5.5 minutes for Vancouver to 35 seconds for Montreal, and of course passing way in favor of Vancouver, 82 to 50.
A lot of that passing though that's coming in that came big in Montreal territory down there. A lot of passes to be able to get that puck out of there so they can reset themselves instead of just it gets intercepted and sets up Vancouver in pretty good shape.
Starting out the second here, breakaway, shot on slapper, and he's taken out from underneath. That's going to be a penalty as they go offside, and Montreal now going to have a 2-minute in their favor.
All right, Vancouver did capitalize on their first penalty, so let's see if Montreal can do the same and kind of make this second period their own and get some momentum back in their favor because they need some sort of life in them.
Domi takes the faceoff on the right side of the faceoff circle, wins it back to Tatar. Tatar shot into Domi. Domi backhand into the net, and Vancouver controls and clears it the length of the ice. Trying to pass it out now, right into the skates of the enemy, who will skate it all the way back to their own blue line and then clear it again, killing almost a full minute so far.
Yeah, I see what Vancouver's doing here. They are playing passive. They feel like they have a 3-0 lead, very comfortable, seeing the way Montreal is struggling on the offensive side. And it looks like they're just going to try to waste the clock here to end this game, even though we are only here in the second period.
Vancouver clearing it all the way down to their own end of the ice, picking it up, and then clearing it again back out to the blue line. Shot
as we saw there at the end of the second or the first period, you saw, as you said, Vancouver was kind of trying to look for a little fight, and they couldn't get it. So I wonder if this is kind of their way of, fighting them on the ice without having to actual fighting, because it really looks like they're just toying with them right now, eating that clock up.
This one won by Montreal in the neutral zone, skating it into the offensive zone. A good pass, way to hold on side, but ultimately stick lift, and Vancouver comes away with it. Driving into the offensive zone now. Backward skating, spinning around and tripped. Good stick work, good puck control and protection. And Montreal is going back to the box.
This is going to be interesting. From my view, it almost didn't look like a trip. Okay, I saw it right there at the end. Right after the spin. The spin right there kind of threw me off a little. And that's twice we've seen that spin move from him.
It was a very delayed, went backwards, skated a couple steps, and then spun back around and got Montreal all tied up and forced that trip again. Vancouver now skating around with it behind the net, taking it out in front, blocked by Price, who covers.
You see Vancouver changed up their game plan for this second period, not being aggressive, not taking as many shots, and not pushing hard. They're kind of letting the puck come to them and kind of making Montreal spread out a little more to open up them gaps.
I love this game plan by Vancouver. They know they have a 3-point lead. They don't need to score. They're just possessing the puck, controlling, and not giving Montreal even a second to shoot on them. Very, very smart offense.
Got to be careful, though, because you can see right now Vancouver making some passing mistakes, and eventually one of these could turn into a goal for Montreal if he doesn't be too careful.
Pass back, trying to skate around, and Price able to pick it off and cover.
Loses it right in front of the net, and Price was there to pick it up.
I really like that pass in the offensive zone. 2-3 passes, a goalie doesn't know where the puck is. One back to Weber. Weber up to Mia. Clears it all the way down behind the net. So they're trying to kill this penalty. 15 seconds left on it. Steele taking it into the offensive zone, trying to cross, and it's picked off. Armia now, as the penalty expires, breaking into the offensive zone. He's taken out at the legs after he loses the puck. So what a hit by Montreal. Their second of the night, and it was a doozy. Vancouver now passing through the neutral zone, finally breaking into the offensive zone. Shot on low, picked up by the defense. Kind of scary there. Domi through the neutral zone, picked off on a pass attempt from end to end, or side to side, if you will. And this one slapped all the way around the boards. The Canucks beat him there, taken right in front of the net. Back hit between the legs, shot into the back of the net. Oh my God!
Gotta see that goal again. I can't believe we just saw that. That goalie fading to the right side of the net. It looks like where he was gonna go to, and then he just put it between his legs, behind his back. Goalie was not expecting that. I don't think any of us were.
Savage. Take a look at this. This is a highlight reel right there. Da-na-na. Actually, can't do that.
Goalie was faded up and to the right to try to stop that swing out of the stick, and I am speechless. What a goal. That's going to be goal of the game so far.
That is going to be goal of the week, in my opinion. After watching all of the games this week, that was exceptional. I think we saw something from them too in the Tornado tournament where they did a leave behind. They let the momentum of the puck skate him over to the left side of the goalie and completely fake him out, no touch, as the player went off to the right side. Goalie slid to the right, not realizing the puck was left behind. It fell into the net.
What a hit.
Exceptional work. Montreal trying to pass out of their zone and unsuccessful. Able to pick it up in the neutral. Pass up into the offensive zone. Shot wide of the net. Suzuki pass back. Low backhand shot on and not able to get anywhere.
Yeah,
now,
weak backhand shot. He had the chance to slow down, turn around, and take a full force shot, slap shot or wrist shot, and he opted to go with that backhand, and it was just too weak. Easy stop for the goalie.
Vancouver were able to hit Montreal and slow him down very heavily. We'll have an offside.
53 was very, very slow to get up there.
Hey, folks, do you like what you see in here? You love this action? You want to be there for the next broadcast? Find out when we stream next over at our Facebook page at facebook.com/TPC Sports Live or on Twitter at TPC Sports Live. If you like us, go ahead and give us a like. Montreal clearing all the way back behind the net, and that'll go for icing.
As we saw, 53, don't know exactly who that is. Very slow to get up, and he is now off the ice. So we'll see if he comes back. It took him a long, long time to get up off the ice after that big hit.
One back by Montreal. Passes it out, and it's immediately taken away in the neutral zone. But a bad pass ends up with the puck in the offensive zone. Montreal possessing. Over cross ice. Backhand in the back of the net on a shot. What a play!
And there's that deflection that you were talking about. Far outshot, hoping for a deflection off the goalie, and he was there. Put that right back in the net. Great positioning behind those two defenders. Slap it right in for their first goal of the game here in the second quarter with about 4 minutes left.
What a finish. Well done by the Canadiens. Good cleanup. A lot of people will call that a cheese goal when there's a bounce off the goalie. I call that good heads-up play by the offense. Passing back to the point.
And there it is, Vancouver doing that pushing again after scoring that one goal. Looks like he wants it back.
Slap shot on from directly in front of Price. Behind the circles, and he'll hold on.
Yeah, you can tell Vancouver's not happy about that goal. And, you know, you can see him being a little more aggressive now compared to the first 3 quarters of this quarter that we saw.
Weber over to Lankinen. Skating in on the left side. Broken up, but picked off. Shot on backhand over the goalie, and that's in the net, too!
Going back to the backhand after I just criticized it, and he proved me wrong. An impressive backhand for the goal. Now cuts this lead down to 2, and this is going to make for an exciting third quarter. And we're going to see how Vancouver plays the rest of this quarter now that Montreal seems like they have almost full momentum here at home.
I think Markstrom saw the pass, saw that he was on the backhand, and didn't think for a second the puck was going to come. Was screened by his own guy, so didn't see the movement. Before he knew it, it was already past him.
And also, I love the no hesitation. As soon as that came in, he just backhanded it right into that goal. I felt like if there was any kind of hesitation, that goalie would have seen it, like you said, because he didn't. And great goal.
Picked off in the defensive zone. Montreal comes away with it, loses it at mid-ice. Vancouver now skating around with it. Back to center. Through to the blue line. No contention. Trying to skate behind the net. Still with possession. Pass in front, and it's broken up. Weber shot all the way from his own end into the goal. And he's able to pick it up and pass it back out. Canucks backhand skate pass. Absolutely beautiful, but Montreal comes away with it, clears it, and we'll have an icing with 2.1 left in the period.
Looks like we're going to the third quarter with a score of 4-2 after, I believe, 4 seconds is not going to be enough to get any shot under, but Montreal going to make this third quarter very interesting.
One back by Montreal, who skated around, and that'll be the buzzer. 2-4, the Canadiens cut the lead in half in less than a minute. They score twice. Exceptional job. And don't call it a comeback. Some really good finishes by both teams. Good heads-up play, some good passing. The Canucks definitely sat back on that one a little bit. We're passing it around, had some great possession. Taking a look at some stats, Vancouver leading 4-2 with 4 more shots, 15-11, 3 extra hits, 5-2, and an extra 6.5 minutes on attack, or more than that. 9 minutes on attack for Vancouver, 1.5 for Montreal. Passing way in favor of Vancouver as well, and of course the penalties were much less in this period.
Yeah, you see that Montreal decided to be, they switched it up. They were more passive on defense and more aggressive on offense. I believe that's why the 2 goals came in. And I think once he realized what Vancouver was doing, because obviously you can tell it was 2 different quarters for Vancouver. First quarter, very aggressive, very attacking, and that's when he became attacking on defense. Second quarter was, hey, we have the 3-0 lead. We're going to sit back, pass a little, kill the clock. And that is when you can see Montreal decided to attack more and be a little passive since the puck was not on their side of the blue line. And Vancouver paid the price for it with 2 goals. And we're going to see if Montreal can carry this momentum into this third quarter.
Cross crease pass, not able to finish. What a toe by Price. One of the best goalies in the game, irrefutably. And now showing why. Gives up the puck there, not able to hold on. Vancouver skating around with it, trying to do a spin move, giving up to his own guy, blocked by the defense, trying to pass it out. Steele now taking it into the corner, right around behind the net, up to the point. Fake shot on, spins around, and shot on that time. Price will glove it and cover.
Now you can see Vancouver back to their aggressive offensive attack plan, kind of migrating around the side and the back of the net. Well, I'll tell you right now, number 6, whoever that defensive guy is for Montreal, was probably the best player during that possession. He kept his body in front of the goalie, blocking the offensive player from getting an open shot right in front of Price.
Picked off in the neutral zone by Montreal. Shot on hard, and what a glove by Markstrom!
What a glove save. Picked it right out of the air.
Absolutely huge save there to keep this spread at 2. Face off left side of the goal in the Canucks defensive zone. One back by Vancouver. Skating in now, 2-on-2. Taking it into the corner. Backwards pass. Shot over to the left, and Price gloves it and holds on.
Price getting a glove save for himself, kind of showing the opposing goalie that he can also get saves. And a lot of shots coming from Vancouver, but coming up empty, unlike the first quarter they had.
Taken into the offensive zone. Steele holding on through 1, through 2 defensive. skating behind the net, spinning around, just possessing, picked off by Montreal, passing up across the blue line, met at the blue line, and gives it up. Vancouver now 2-on-1, pass, shot around the goalie, and no, he's not able to get a shot off. Cross crease, not able to finish there either. Stick lift unsuccessful. Montreal still with the puck. Shot on wide. He is crushed while shooting it.
The fact that we did not see any shots coming from Vancouver on that possession is shocking. I felt they had two easily wide open shots. They just kind of held on to it.
Montreal in the offensive zone. Hard shot on Markstrom. Holds. Passes it out. Picked off by Montreal. Another shot on deflection. Almost goes 5-hole. And this time he'll hold on for a face-off.
Feels like Vancouver is playing some, they're playing with fire right now. Montreal has stepped up, and they are just, they're putting Vancouver on edge right now, and you can see it.
Playing with fire will put you on thin ice. Breaking into the offensive zone now, Vancouver passing right in front of the net. Good defense. Everybody there to break that one up. Pass all the way out of their own zone.
Yeah, whatever
Vancouver.
gameplay Montreal went with, they are stepping it up in front of that net. They are not letting any more goals come in front of the net easily like they did earlier in this game.
Going for that leave behind pass, unsuccessful. Pass in front of the net, unsuccessful on the shot. Picked off by the Canadiens, who skate into the offensive zone and are met at the line, hit hard and cough it up. Wise coming away with it. What a backhand, just off the post. Picked up again, backhand again. Another backhand. This is a game of backhands. And nice pass by Vancouver off the boards, not able to be picked up by Montreal. They come away with it. Pass in front of the net on the between the legs pass. Unsuccessful. Being absolutely harassed. Montreal breaking up a cross crease. Didn't break that one up, but Price did. Able to come away with a big block. Trying to pass over to the right side, but nobody there. And now everybody way out of position. We have a 4-on-4. They're able to get back. Pass up to the point. Skating it in, trying to pass it off, and that's going to be tripping. Vancouver will have 2 minutes on the power play.
That's what I say. I believe that Montreal, when they did their substitutions, they never got fully set. And I think that's why we saw a lot of chaos in the previous, about 2 minutes. It was just chaos all over, and I don't think Montreal was able to get set after their substitutions.
Quick pause by Vancouver. I believe they're going to take their time out. While they do, if you're enjoying this broadcast, consider donating to help us keep the lights on over at patreon.com/TPC Sports Lives. We are 100% funded by the greatest community on the internet. We have some great rewards available to our donors, including merch. I want to give a shout out to one of our donors over there of $5 or more, who is this game's official sponsor, Darth Travis 74. So because of donors like you that we're able to put on the show that we do, we are so grateful. As we see a goal here for Vancouver, they're able to pop it into the back of the net. Was that a pass right in front?
Yeah, it was a pass up the front, just kind of drifted to his left, our right, and just snuck it up into the over there near that top left shoulder, which seems to be the go-to spot to score on Price.
My goodness, and the power play bites him in the butt again.
Really, that's not 3 power plays that we've seen him score on.
Oh, wow, what a little snipe. Skates it in and shoots it over Price's left. You're right, they have targeted that left shoulder all night, and this time it comes up fruitful.
And that's very not common, I want to say, due to the fact that it's his glove side. So that makes it even more shocking that Price is letting all those goals come over his left shoulder with that glove there.
All right, starting out from the center of the ice. Bumped off the puck. Vancouver passing over to the right side, skating it in, cross crease, not able to get a shot on as he holds on and clears it all the way back to his own end.
I feel like that pass was just a second too late on that cross to be able to give him a shot.
Down into the corner, back up to the point. Hughes with a fake shot, skating it around. Down into the corner again, trying to skate in front of the goal. And it's broken up. Picked off. Pass cross, and from behind the net, he puts it in. Oh my goodness, I think he might have been past the red line by the time he reached back and shot it over the goalie's shoulder.
That was a huge, huge reach right there, just to get that puck and kind of sneak it back on that left side.
Absolutely massive goal. Puts them up again. I think you're right, Vancouver didn't like the goals against, and once they started getting them, they didn't look back on keeping that offense going.
I will be surprised to see if Montreal has time of possession over at least 3 minutes in this quarter. This has been all Vancouver after that second quarter.
Every period's so different in this game, and right now we're seeing it again as Vancouver getting some real good offense in there and shutting Montreal down. More good possession through the neutral zone. Slaps it in as soon as he crosses mid-ice. A little bit of dump and chase right now. Denal passes right in front of his own net. This one bounced behind the net. Looks like they're just dumping it in, and Montreal keeps giving it back.
Yeah, you see Vancouver's going back to what they were doing in the second quarter. They just want this next minute to go by, and it's just going to be they're just trying to eat up the clock again. Back to that 4-goal lead.
Picked off. Gallagher. Cross crease. Cross again. As it bounces off and just not able to get a good shot on. Kind of directed it towards the net, which is a good consolation, but not enough to beat the keeper. Bad pass. Steele coming away with it over to Horvat. Horvat back up to Stetcher. Fake shot on. Real shot on. Deflection. Broken up in front. This one trying to get it up to his guy, but too many sticks in the way. Vancouver skates it in around the goalie, over his left shoulder, and into the back of the net.
Right off the side of the goal there, you heard the ting, and I feel like they're punishing that left side all game.
They very much have been. And so far, it's been fairly successful. There it is. See him reach right around the edge of Price, who just has faced so much good offense here tonight. Very hard night for the keeper.
Yeah, with Vancouver, you can't tell if they're just going to shoot that long shot or they're just going to come up in your face there and swing across and score a goal on that left side. It's just it's hard for Price, and it's hard for this defense to control them. But you really can't blame Montreal. I mean, Vancouver has their offensive attack has been superb. The first quarter going up with the 4, and then here we are in the third, dropping another 2 goals, 3 goals. So Montreal tried, but it's just this Vancouver offense is just too powerful for them.
Oh my God, and what a hit to end the game. I've played against Vancouver. I played them in the Tornado Tournament Finals, and they were Steele, as the head coach, is one of the best that I have played in this league. Shane's Gaming beat me last season in the finals handedly. I may dare to say he is the best I've played in this league, but Steele is up there with the Titans. So hats off to him and to Colby for putting 2 goals in on him. This is a very hard team to score against, and he held his own. We saw some really good glimpses from the Canadiens here tonight of excellence, of playing really well. They kind of bit themselves in the ass in the first with all those penalties, but if they can string together a whole game of those glimpses, I think we're going to start to see a lot of victories from the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah, Montreal seems like they came into this game a little slow. Second quarter, like you said, they started to pick up, but unfortunately at that point it was just a little too late. Being down 4 goals is hard enough, and then there's that time of attack. You can tell it was just all Vancouver, and that was, I believe, that was, along with penalties, that was the name of the game here. It was the time of attack, and unfortunately for Montreal, those having 9 penalties and Vancouver scoring 3 out of 9. Did not help them either.
Fair enough. Well, congratulations to Vancouver on the victory, and Montreal for a hard-fought battle. And thank you for joining me here in the booth today, Irish Bear.
It's been a pleasure, and it's been fun.
And our producer today is Langell. My name's Meter. This has been TPC Sports live. Thank you all for tuning in to this presentation, and we hope you all have an outstanding rest of your night.